All right, so we are replacing the on-call battery for a 2018 Volvo XC60, part number 31450445. And on the 2018 XC60, this battery is located in the passenger footwell underneath the glove. I believe on the XC90s it's located in the trunk in the rear, but on this vehicle it's located here, and I've already started pulling off some of the pieces. First thing is to snap this guy off, and that's the side panel. Most of this job requires no tools. Pull that part off. Then there is this trim piece here that you just snap off from the bottom, not from the top. Otherwise you'll break the clip. So you snap that bottom off. Next is you simply pull up this trim piece down here, and that's the kick plate. Pull that off. And once that is off and exposed, then you pull off over here. You move the seat all the way back, and you pull this little piece off right there, and that just simply pulls off. You can see here there are these little tension clips, and that pulls off and away. Again, no tool so far. And then you're left with the carpet, and I found that simply pulling down the carpet like this underneath and then pulling it straight back will allow you to expose the control module. There we go. And pull that straight up and out. Okay. Now, I already pulled it out, but there is this foam insert that's on the bottom of the floorboard for sound deadening. So I pull that out. You just simply pull it straight out. It goes right in that spot right there. This part is a little bit tricky. It took me a minute to figure it out, but it wasn't too bad. This is where you'll actually need to use a tool. And I used a little pick tool, and there is a lever on both sides of this cover, the right side and the left side, and you basically depress and pull it over the tabs. So you can see here there's a little ear there, and there's a tab on this side and on the other side. And I use this pick tool to simply pry it over. And then you lower the cover. Once the cover is lowered, you have access to the VCM module. This module is held in by one little clip on that side and two on the other side. And if you use the same pick tool to pry it over, you can pry it over. See if I can do this without dropping the camera. There we go. And you pull that back. You don't have to disconnect anything down here. You simply just fold it over. And on the back side, you'll see a little compartment. And you can take your pry tool and pull that cover off. Cover is off, and you expose the battery compartment. Now, the battery compartment houses this battery. This is the, I believe, 3-volt battery that is in the module. That's right there, and you just pry it out. Now, Don't use the pick tool to pry it out because it's a lithium-ion battery, and you will most likely puncture it if you do. So I would recommend using a screwdriver like this to pry it out of this little enclosure. All right, so this is the one, and you can see I actually kind of started to puncture it because I used the pick tool, and then I stopped. So I actually only punctured this cover. If I had actually punctured the batteries, probably not such a great thing. So, all right, and then there is a release tab. I don't know if you can see it here, that you squeeze to actually pull it up and out. To put it back in, you just simply snap it in. So we're gonna snap in the new one. Yep, this is the new one. And we snap that in. I believe that just snaps straight in there. Okay, so that snapped in. And our battery is replaced. Connector is in. And let's go ahead and reassemble. Okay. And snap, snap, snap. Okay, this hinge needs to be, the hinge on the bottom needs to go into the slot there, and it should just snap in on both sides. Make sure that not on that side. Well, it snapped in on one side, and let's push it all the way down. There we go, and it snapped in. So now it's firmly in place. It's not a big deal if you don't do it, but you might get some rattles. Okay. Oh, there's a battery cable. And coincidentally, if you need to do your condenser cleaning with the spray, you can do it. You can access it right here, which is very handy. Just undo these guys right here to access your condenser and to spray that down if you got a foul smell. They sell a kit for that. But let's go ahead and put this guy back together. Let's not leave the battery. Take that out. And we're going to go ahead and set this back in. Sound deadening. Just fits nicely in there. Push the carpet all the way back in. Okay. And I'm making this video because I didn't see anybody with an XC60 2018 that had the video with this module in the front. Usually it's in the trunk. Okay, so I've got that on. Very next thing I'm going to do is attach this, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 clips, and we'll just clip that in. Goes underneath. Okay. Let's see here. This goes in here like that. But we gotta make sure that it actually goes underneath. Okay, clipped in, clipped in. and it goes underneath this little ledge here and over the carpet. Okay, maybe I shouldn't edit that out to show how it goes together. All right, next is a little foot kicker plate here, and this simply snaps in and it goes over the weather stripping. Just clips in nicely. Go. Nice and solid. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Next thing is this little side plate here. Okay. And that simply plugs in there. Great, almost there. Then take our last trim piece and stick it into the slot right up there. Uh-oh. I got it reversed. So that goes off. This actually goes in first. Okay. And it clips in with this one clip down here. Push it all the way in. I did not hear it go in. There it goes. All the way in. And right over that weather stripping. Okay, and now we can put this piece on. Let's zoom out a little bit. I should have done that from the beginning. There we go. Okay. All right, so that's all in. Everything is nice and snug and tight. Let's go ahead and go over to the driver's side. And this model is a T6 Momentum. Let's go ahead and fire it up. There is a service bulletin that the dealer can address and update the software, but some folks have mentioned that this car can have the on-call alert cleared. Let me go ahead and close the trunk. Okay, trunk is closed. Let's clear the message there. And it looks like I still have the on-call message, so I'm gonna have to go to the dealer and have them update the software. If you go to the dealer without doing the battery, their procedure requires them to replace the battery and then clear the codes. It's like an extra $150, $200. So just by switching out this battery down here, save yourself some time and money, and then go to the dealer and have them update the software.